The stage smells, smells like blood works somewhere in the under a gown, pre-round, good company.
What's up, Facebook people and all that other good stuff? A little bit of Deep South. They are a Canadian country band. We do not own any of the rights to the music. Thank you for putting it on YouTube. I don't know. I'm an idiot, and I really like to listen to odd music. But, yeah, they're a cool band, man. Check them out. They're out of Canada, and they're a country band, like more bluegrass, if anything. So we got a really cool show, and let me just start off by saying thank you to the followers, to the people who shared, to the people who are watching on YouTube. I have been around racing my entire life. I am 43 years old. I went to my first race when I was 9 days old. I've been an actual driver for 21 years now, and I have never in my life, other than the time I went to Albany, Saratoga, and, of course, the announcer up there, which I know. But I have never in my life felt more like a celebrity than I did last Saturday at the Orange County Fair Speedway. Gary, do you concur?
Absolutely.
Thank you to everybody who came up to us and said that you like what we're doing, you love what we're doing, keep doing what we're doing. Thank you guys, man. That's cool.
Yeah.
You know, that's really, really cool. You know, it's there's not a whole lot of work that goes into this. But it's cool that you guys are watching. We appreciate you. Thank you. Dude, I felt like a rock star Saturday, man.
At least we know we're not talking to ourselves. That's a plus.
Yeah.
There's actually
listen,
people that are watching.
I do a lot of that. Thank you to Bobby Waters for allowing us to try and get the GoPro working on his car. Thank you to Roger Henyon, to Gary Edwards Jr. for allowing us to be on his trailer. Just everybody that came up and said what they said, man. Thank you so much. Donnie Elliott. Listen, we have got a laundry list of drivers that are going to be coming on. Danny Creedon. He'll be joining us here in a couple of weeks. Yep. Richard Smith, Roger Henyon Jr. He'll be on here with us. So let's just thank you. Dude, it's awesome. It really is. Really, really cool. Really cool. All right, so tonight we have Big Block Modified driver, Big Brother Bobby McGannon is joining us, and let's bring him on.
Does he still go by that?
Well, he does when I announce.
That's good. Yeah. All right.
Right? Bob, what's happening, man? Welcome to Northeast Happy Hour, Predmore and Mearns. Thank you for joining us. We're going to have a good time.
What's going on, guys?
So we were just moving the damn thing around again. Oh, real quick before we got to pay some bills here. Thank you to TGIR Merch. Nate, thank you so much for building the little sign behind us. Andy Crane at where is it? Okay,
yeah,
ABC Designs. Yep. Thank you, Andy, for all you do for us. We appreciate you. So, first question of the night. Gary wants to know, you still go by Big Brother Bob McGannon? I know I say it when I announce.
Yeah, I think Tim Pitts still calls me that. You call me that.
Yeah. So, and is that how that started? That started with Tim?
Actually, I think it started with Rick Ryder.
Did it? Okay.
In the Pro Stock days when my brother Jamie and myself, we raced together. I'm 13 years older than he is, so I was the big brother.
Your big brother, right? So for those, let's talk about for those who don't know who you are, where you race. What do you race? Where you race at? Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I race every week at Orange County Fair Speedway in Middletown, New York. We're fielding we've been fielding a Big Block Modified since 2006. Prior to that, we were in the Pro Stock for 5-6 years. We're also running the 358 small block every other week, whatever's on the schedule. We're following Orange County this year for both classes.
Now, you guys don't come from a racing family. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? You guys started off, you and your brother started off in the Enduros.
Yes. Actually, my brother-in-law years ago, he used to play around in the demolition derby. So I think it was in 92 we started in the demolition derby. And we did that for, I think, a year or two. Then we did the enduros. Then we went to the street stocks, which then became the pro stocks. And then it was in 2006. My brother Jamie was going to stop racing. His last year was 2005. So then I sold my car as well and talked with the guys that used to help me and a couple of guys I competed against. And we decided to jump into a big block.
Man, that's a heck of a jump.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I don't, a lot of guys will move, say from, from pure stock to pro stock, then from pro stock to go right to sportsman. Man, you were like, nah, let's just go right to the big blocks. What was the decision on that?
The only reason I did that, I found a used car, okay, and it had a big block in it. And at the time, we ran the pro stocks and we watched what was going on with the open wheel cars, and they were tearing up sportsmen's every week. They were destroying cars.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what? I'll start with a big block, okay, and then I'll see. The first year, I rode around the back. I learned how to drive the car. We crashed a lot, but we eventually figured it out. And then we've been running ever since.
Yeah, and what? Now you said your brother-in-law?
Yeah, my brother-in-law Ed Alexander. He used to mess around with the demolition derby.
Okay, and so you guys were helping.
We decided last minute we decided to do the demolition derby, and we did that, and then we kind of got the itch, and then. I had a guy working for me, Steve Bromley, and he was instrumental in getting us started in the enduros.
Yeah,
and then we just kept going with it.
Right.
A lot of fun.
And you guys, you and your brother both have had a ton of success in racing. Your pro stock days, I mean, it was either you guys or the Dembecks. I mean, well, you guys there was a lot of talent back then. I mean, there was you guys. The Dembecks, I think Eric Marin, but correct me if I'm wrong, but there's a story that when you guys first went to Charlotte, one of your crew guys had to come back, get a motor, you guys swap motors there at the track, and you wound up winning the race.
No, that's not right.
That's not right. Okay.
No, we went down to Charlotte, and I broke a motor I don't know if it was in practice. We broke a timing chain or something. And there was a guy from Four Stars team, Henry Clark. He was coming down there. So I caught him before he came. I had another motor. He came down. We swapped motors. We made it in the Consi. The way they had Charlotte set up at the time, it's nowhere near like it is now, where they had parking and 2-level tiered parking off to the side. Their PA system was terrible, and we went to the drivers' meeting. They said they'll call each group. I was in the second group, so once they called the first group, I got in the car. We sat in the car waiting. My brother-in-law was outside the car, and we're listening. My brother Jamie had already qualified, so he was up in the grandstands, and he came running down. He said, "Get up there, they're on the track." So I went flying up on the track, merged onto the track. We got up there. We raced real hard. We got into a qualifying spot and then tangled with somebody. When I came off the track, some guy said to me, he says, "Well, why were you racing so hard? You were already 2 laps down." I said, 2 laps down? What happened is when they called the consies to go up, everybody went up. I listened to what the race director said.
Yeah.
And it wound up costing me. So it was a tough deal. So we parked the car. Jamie raced. So then the following year we went back there, and I'm not a good time trialer. Okay, Jamie was always better at that. So we go out and we do our times, and I sat on the pole and led every lap the next year and won the race.
Okay, so that
was pretty cool.
I kind of had the story right. Listen, I would have just went with my story. That sounded way better than what. But
I like the honesty.
Yeah.
It made for a good story because
there you go.
You know what? When we went back down there, I don't know if it was that year. No, the year after, the third year, we both sat on a front row again.
Nice.
and we knew whoever got into the turn one first was going to win the race.
Right.
You know, because we had some good cars,
Right.
and he wound up he got into turn one before me, and he won, and I came in second.
Nice.
You know, so
Yeah.
Nice.
it was good. It was good. We had a lot of success in the pro stop.
And you guys, I mean, even now, I mean, once you went right into the open wheel division, you guys always had immaculate equipment, and even then, it still shows. I mean, you guys have immaculate equipment. You know,
Most of the time, it was always my company, McGannon Excavating, that was on the side of it, and I take great pride in what my stuff looks like. Whether it's my dump truck, my excavator, or whatever it was, or it was my race car. And now, I sold my business. So I'm not in the excavating no more, but I have sponsors on the car that have been with me for years. And you know what? I just want to represent them well. That's all. I don't want them saying, "Hey, look at that car. It looks like a pile of junk."
Well, that's going to lead right into my next question, because you always had a big, giant, beautiful stacker and everything, and then a few years ago it went away. Is that because I didn't realize you had sold your business?
What it was is I had sold my business and I had a tractor, and at the time we sold a small block. So it's crazy how it worked. We sold a small block. So I said, you know what? I don't need the stacker no more. I didn't need the tractor. So I sold the trailer in, what was it, 2019, I guess. And then I decided to put a small block together. So now I needed it. But I have two trailers. So, I had bought a new trailer for, the one car. And then I have a second trailer, to go to small block. This year it works out real nice the way the schedule alternates.
Yep.
It makes it so much easier, because when we raced both cars on a Saturday night, it's tough. Jump out of one car right into the other car, and it's a lot of work.
Yeah, before I was running, and I was still a smoker. I mean, I can remember jumping out of the street stock, and then I was in a borrowed ride that night for a Sportsman, and dude, forget it, man. By like lap 3 of the Sportsman race, I was out of breath. I was like,
in the middle of the summer, I jumped to the one car, and then I jump into the other car. You're doing the heat races, and then you jump from one to the other. Next thing you know, if you didn't qualify, then you're in a consi, and then it's like, holy mackerel, by the time you blink your eyes, the night is over.
Yeah. So are you retired now, or are you working for somebody?
Not really. The guy that I sold my business to, I'm working with him.
Okay.
As much as he needs me. Some weeks I'm working more than I ever did. Some weeks I'm not. So I kept the triaxle dump truck. I still have that. So if I get bored and I need something to do, I can get up in the dump truck.
So I mean, and so how long was it now? I can remember years ago, because you guys were always one of the ones that I used to watch when I was a kid and stuff. And I remember years ago you said that somebody had told you, and I don't remember who it was, that for you to jump from a full fender car to an open wheel car, it takes about 5 years to get used to. And I remember you telling this story in Victory Lane. How long was it after you moved into the modified ranks before you picked up a win?
Well, you're gonna remember. Well, you should remember, because you and Tim Pitts, you called my first win.
I did.
Yes, you did.
Nice.
You called the first win, and that was in 2011. Yeah, it was the 5th year anniversary of my father's death.
Okay.
Okay, and
see, I do remember there was. I remember 5.
You and Tim called that it was 5 years.
Yeah.
Okay, and we got the first win.
Nice.
So that was cool. That was July 16th, 2011.
Yeah, and it's just, I mean, you got to consider yourself to be one of the elite drivers. Anybody who's winning a feature in Orange County, you know what I mean? It's a feat within itself. I can remember going up to Syracuse one year, and you were kind of down in the dumps a little bit, and I didn't understand why you had made the race.
Yeah.
I mean, you were starting at the back, but you know what I mean? You've always been kind of a little hard on yourself, I think. I think you're a better driver than you realize.
Well, you know what? I put a lot of effort into it. And listen, it could be a mind game after a while.
Yeah.
You put a lot of effort in, and then all of a sudden you don't start seeing results. It can play havoc in your head.
Yeah.
And the first year when I started in 06, I almost threw in the towel because it was tough.
Yeah.
It was tough. And then, a little at a time, we got a hang of it. It was a big jump from a pro stock to a big block.
Absolutely.
Big jump. But you know what? We've endured. I don't know if I consider myself an elite driver. You know what? I don't. I'm an average driver. You know what? We've picked up a few wins in the big block. I think we got a few wins in the small block. You know what? It's all for me. It's all about.
That's a few more than 90% of the people that sit in the grandstands. Listen, I tell people all the time I'm coming up on 50 career sprint car wins, and they say, "Oh, really?" And I go, "Yeah, I got 50 more to go."
Yeah.
So. Yep. But now I've noticed the past few years, I mean, you guys don't travel as much as you used to. I remember years ago, you guys bounced around quite a bit. So is it just the amount of time and prep that it takes to go somewhere else? Or is it the fact that, you're more into the Saturday night deal?
I'm a Saturday night racer. I dabbled in it the one year. We did a bunch of traveling races. We had fun doing it. It's hard. It's hard. And you know what? It's just, as much as I have a little more time now, I'm not really interested in going to other tracks. You know what? Orange County is my home track.
Yeah.
You know what? I started there and I'll end there.
Yeah.
You know what? It's a good track. I'm really excited about how things are coming around this year with the surface.
Yeah.
The surface, the last couple of races has been incredible. Yeah. No dust, so that's been great.
Yeah.
You know what? It's I don't want to burn out trying to travel all over the place. You know what? I miss Syracuse. We went to Syracuse from I went into pro stocks in '99, and then I didn't miss a year. I missed 1 year up until 2015 when it closed.
Damn.
But we went up every year. Some years we did good. I think our best finish in Syracuse was in the big block was 9th or 10th.
Yeah.
It was an event. It was just a happening basically, and it was cool. It was a lot of fun.
Have you tried Oswego? Have you been there since the switch?
Nah, you know what? My philosophy with that is I race on a 5/8 mile every week.
True.
What's the lure? What I did do is when Syracuse ended in 15, I went up in 2016 to Weedsport and Brewden with my small block, and we attempted those races, which they're two cool tracks. But after going all year long doing two cars, at the end of the year, you know what? You're kind of shot.
You're tired.
You know what? Yeah. I tried to get to go to the Bristol race. If they would have had me, I would have went. But it was by invitation, and I don't follow the dirt series. We'll do Middletown. At the end of the year, if we're in pretty good shape, maybe we'll go back down to Charlotte. I have a daughter who lives in North Carolina. So that would make the trip even that much sweeter. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So are you? So you'd already talked about Orange County's new surface and all that. I mean, do you like the new configuration? Do you miss the old? I mean, it's definitely slowed down quite a bit.
I like it. You know what? It's a big adjustment for us because you know what? Listen, I'm 60 years old. We went from torsion bars where we were just getting a good handle on the car. Now we're on coil springs. So, not only did we were learning a new surface, but I'm also learning a new, suspension. So it's been a little tricky. I like the way this year has been so far. At the end of the Centennial race was a good surface. We qualified for the race season that weekend, and that was a lot of fun. The dry slick track was fun. But I'm liking what I see this year, the lack of dust.
Yeah.
Did you ever think the coils would make a comeback the way they did?
You know what? I didn't race when they were on coils to begin with. I know in years past guys ran them, but not since when I started everything with torsion bar.
And you would think that the coils would be, that people would have stayed with them longer. I mean, I can remember if you went to Syracuse and you had a coil car for pro stocks, you had to weigh 300 pounds more than everybody else. I think that they were so afraid that, that you were going to dominate. I think Jimmy Lagaback was one of the guys that always showed up with a coil car and did well,
Yeah, I didn't know that because we always just ran leaf springs.
Yeah, well, everybody had a leaf spring car, but yeah, when we decided to be, well, I should say when I decided to be an idiot and take my street stock there the last year, it was right there in the rules, that if you had a coil car, you had to weigh 300 pounds more than everybody else.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of that. I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
So with the new point system, a lot of the guys are, it's kind of 50-50. How are you liking the way that they're doing this?
Well, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of because I'm a Saturday night racer. I'm a loyal guy to my home track.
Yeah,
and I feel, my opinion. If you're going to give away $25,000 to a champion, they should have to, race there all year. You get somebody to come in and win the first night, they don't have to come back. I think until July 10th.
Yeah.
Okay, so they can literally win the championship. I think by doing 3 races.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think, as somebody that supports the track year after year, I would have liked to have seen that they had attempt to qualify, for all the races.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
I mean, I understand what they're doing. I get it. But I even like it, when we had Brett on, I even had to agree. I have to agree with you. I really do.
I had the conversation with Brett. It's just, I understand what they're doing. It's a business.
Yeah.
Okay. And they're luring the guys that travel.
Yeah.
Okay. And you bring in those guys, and they can't be there every Saturday night. So, Yeah.
Well, even some of the guys on social media too. They're with the Thursday night show too. You got a lot of guys that that work for a living, and this is not what they do for a living. And I think that kind of hurts maybe some of the guys from trying to to get down there and run.
Yeah, you know what I mean. There's. I'm not against the Thursday night races. You know why? Because most of them lead into holiday weekends. So if you're racing the Thursday, you're not racing that Saturday. So, if you want to go and do something with your family, you have the weekend to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Do a lot of guys have to take a day off of work to do it? Yeah, unfortunately. But for me, it works.
Yeah. I do remember running like a Wednesday night show, like when Joanne Chadwick and stuff was there. We'd run a Wednesday night show and then have to be back again Saturday, and they were both points races. So if you tore your stuff up Wednesday, it was going to be a long couple of nights, the next couple of nights,
Yeah.
But
that just doesn't make no sense.
No, that's tough to do. But the way they have it set up now, that's not the case.
Yeah.
So the Thursday night races, hopefully they become big events. And they lure in some big people. We get, big purses. Chris Larson's done a great job with the track.
Yeah.
And he's paid out a lot of money.
Now you've over the years too, you've supplied, I guess, your services there too, right? With some of your equipment and stuff. Didn't you help with some of the driveway and I think there's Lake McGannon now. Didn't you help dig that out?
We dug out the pond. We did some drainage work. We helped out as much as we could.
Yeah. So I don't think a lot of people at home realize how much outside of you race there, but also how much you've helped the Speedway too over the years.
Not only myself. There was other people that were involved. Listen. Mike Gerda was running it, and we did what we could do to help out Mike. Listen. It's like I said, it's our home track. 45 minutes from home. You want to see it succeed.
Absolutely.
You don't want to see one of these tracks that are all covered with weeds these days.
Yeah.
So if you got to pitch in a little bit, you help out, you do what you got to do. So it wasn't so bad.
Yeah. And what kind of chassis are you running? Now, have you always stuck to the same chassis, or are you guys trying something new?
I started on a Bicknell back in 06. It was a used car. And then in 09, I switched to Tio. I've been in a Tio from 09 until this year. And right now I'm running one Bicknell in my big block, which is a new chassis this year. And my small block is still a Tio.
What's
What do you
your,
think is the
yeah, I'll say what's the preference? What do you?
Well, you know what? It's just, listen, it's all steel tubing welded together. You know, it's a little, it's different philosophies, different setups. We've only run the big block once. You know, I was happy with it. We ran this past Saturday night with the small block, and that car was good as well.
Yeah.
You know, so you know, we're
Yeah, you were fast as hell going through pit road.
What's that?
I said you were fast as hell going through pit road.
Yeah, that's what happens when you spin out on lap one.
I was gonna say you had a moment. Oh man. Oh.
Yeah, we did.
You know.
Yeah, we did. That's for sure.
But
we had fun coming through the pack, though.
Yeah. Dude, you guys had a really good. Yeah, the car looks great. I mean, you guys are really. Is it? What is the difference? Why are you running two different chassis? Is it because you just one is more accommodating for the horsepower, or what's the theory behind it? Or
the only reason is we kind of were stagnant for the last couple of years with our big block.
Okay.
And it was just trying something different. That's all.
Yep.
No other reason other than let's try something different. Let's see if we can make something different work.
Yep.
You know, we got stale with the big block.
Yeah.
So
been
a good car. You know,
holy damn, them Bicknells work.
Yeah.
You know, listen, I never severed ties with Bicknell years ago. Randy Williamson, he's a great guy.
Yep.
And you know what? Even though I was running the TO all those years, anytime I saw Randy, he'd come up and say hello and talk to me. He was a good guy.
Yeah.
And I hope that, you know, the same thing will happen with Bobby and you know, Matt. You know what?
Yeah.
I do business with people I consider them friends.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what? Just because I got the Bicknell, you know what? I'm sure it stung a little bit, but you know what? We'll do business together.
Yeah. Listen, you know, we ran Camaros for 18 years, and then the last 3 we've been running a coil car. Sometimes you just got to try something out of your comfort zone. You know what I mean? Something's got to give. You know.
That was it. You know what? Like I said, our big block package the last couple of years, we were a little stale, and it was just a matter of just trying something new, just trying something fresh.
So you've talked about 2021, mainly going to stick at Orange County. Any other races that you're looking to go to later on, or are you just?
Well, the only one, you know, like I said, maybe we'll try Port Royal.
Okay.
We may try that. I'd like to try that one, and then maybe we'll look to do Charlotte.
Yeah. Let's talk about some of the sponsors on the side of your car here for 2021 there, Bob.
All right. Well, I got basically the same people that have been with me for almost 15 years. You know, I got Schultz Ford, my main sponsor. I got Purdy's Landscaping.
Now, is that Chris Schultz?
No.
Somebody else.
Schultz Ford down here in Nanuet.
Okay.
Down in Rockland, where I'm from. They've been on for years. We have Purdy's Landscaping here in Congress. Okay. Bees Nest, Bees Deli and Barbecue. I got Orange Nursery and Stone Supply up in Central Valley. Central Deli and Bagels in Florida, New York. Precast Concrete. Who else am I missing? Castro's Materials. Let's see. Precast I got on there. CV Plumbing and Heating. They came on this year. My brother's company out in California, Wild Eats. You know, so we got quite a few of them on there.
And what kind of power plant you got under that thing?
Billy the Kid.
Okay.
Performance.
In both of them?
Yes. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have reached that part where we like to ask everybody that comes on, out of all the races that you could possibly win or have won or are still looking to win, other than the Daytona 500, what would be the one race that you would really want to win?
Eastern States 200.
That was an easy answer, Bob.
Yeah.
Have you been close there, or not so much luck there?
A couple of years back, we had a real good run there. We started deep. Like I said, I'm not a good qualifier, so it makes it tough. You're behind the 8 ball, and I think we came through. We started 40 something and finished 10th. We got hard charger that year,
Yeah,
and it was good. It was good.
What do you think the key is to winning that race? I mean, it's been I mean, it's been proven that you don't really have to be up front in order to win. I mean, Syracuse, you could see like Alan Johnson started dead last one year and wound up winning it. Is it the matter of just staying out of trouble? Is it your fuel mileage? What do you think is the key to winning that?
Well, you got to have a good strategy. You got to know going in what your strategy is going to be. You got to know what your fuel mileage is going to be. You got to be easy on tires. I mean, we went up to Syracuse one year, and we ate up tires like they were going out of style. Well, all I knew was go as hard as you can go.
Yeah.
And we just kept eating up tires, and then, you slow it down when you need to slow it down, and then tire wear became, not a non-issue. Fuel mileage is important. I mean, even in Orange County, fuel mileage.
Yeah.
You got to have a strategy going in. And you know what? I mean, for me, you got to have a little luck, too.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
And who makes those decisions out there? You?
Well, I talk about it with my guys. I have my brother-in-law, Ed Alexander, Scott Kerr, who we used to race against in the pro stocks. He's been instrumental. And we'll sit together with everybody.
So for those who don't know, Scott Kerr is the all-time feature winner in the pro stock division at Orange County Fair Speedway, right?
Yep.
Okay, so he is like the Brett Hearn of full fender cars, other than Al D'Antonio, who disappeared like 10 years ago, 15 years ago.
He's been around the block.
Very knowledgeable guy. Yeah,
we became good friends when we raced the pro stocks.
Yeah.
And then when I decided to go big block, Scott had known a little bit about him. When I bought my first big block, I didn't even know what the name of any of the parts were. So him and I, we looked at this car, and it was pretty much he gave me the thumbs up that it was a decent car. So, and he's been with me helping ever since.
Yeah, Scott's one of those guys. I even said to him Saturday, I was so happy I never had to race with you.
He was a tough competitor.
I like to watch him race. I'm again, he was a 8 wheels are better than 4 kind of driver.
Oh yeah,
not for me, man.
Yeah, he's a great guy though. He's good. He's good.
All right.
Have you ever thought about going back in your early days? Have you thought about?
Nah.
Even when times were tough, I'm talking years gone by.
Nah, when I'm done, it'll be done.
No, I'm saying when you first start, when you made the jump from pro stocks to the big block, when times were tough, did you think about just saying, I'm going back down?
Nah, you know what? I like a good challenge.
You were in for the long haul,
and it was a hard challenge. I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
A big jump, a lot to learn with your right foot, throttle control.
Yeah.
You're going from 350 horsepower to 850.
Yeah.
It's a huge jump. Yeah. And then the cars just drive somewhat different.
We moved from street stock up to pro stock, and when the pro stocks went away, we went back to street stock, and it was 4 years before I was able to catch back up to what I had lost over those. Yeah. So I think that you would find if you left the modifieds and went back to pro stock, you're gonna be like the new guy again.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure.
Yeah, they're not even a Camaro clip car anymore. They're like a Mongoloid late model anymore.
It's but I hear I'll tell you what. Rumor has it that you're coming to race Saturday night at Orange County. Is that true?
No. Why not? It is not. So, believe it or not, I'm so Bethel has their practice on Saturday, and they also have an enduro that night. And it was my suggestion last year to make the enduros like a points deal because I was running enduros, pro stock, and street stock, and that's what they're actually doing this year. So it's our first points race for the enduros, and so I'm going to go up there and I hate washing my car anymore.
Come on, you got a lot of kids. You get them all out there, you've done in an hour.
Yeah,
listen,
doubt.
I have a lot of kids, but do you know what it's like trying to get one of them just to take the garbage out?
Yeah. They're all grown, so.
But listen, I love racing Middletown. I really do. I always have. Spent 18 seasons there, and I still come back for Eastern States, and it's something about the place. When we went to Syracuse, I didn't understand why everybody was so afraid of the place. I didn't get it because it just felt like a little bit longer than Middletown.
Yeah, a lot of the guys from Middletown, whether it's in the pro stock modifieds, when you went up to Syracuse and raced, we excelled up there.
Yeah, absolutely,
and
100%.
a lot of the guys up at Lebanon Valley, when these guys upstate, I mean, listen, you get the Billy Deckers and the Larry White and those guys, they excel anywhere. But they're used to such small tracks.
Yeah.
We got a big track. Orange County and Lebanon Valley, they're big tracks. So we were used to the speeds. A little faster in Syracuse, but it was still, you were used to the higher speeds. We all did pretty good.
I don't know. I can
remember when we ran the pro stocks there, we used to have to go and qualify at Rolling Wheels.
At Rolling Wheels, and then
it's on the mile the next morning.
Yeah, well, that's when the quick change rear started to come about, because you guys used to run a Ford 9-inch.
We did it with the Ford 9-inch.
Yeah.
We'd leave Rolling Wheels after qualifying at 2 o'clock in the morning and have to be on the mile by 8 o'clock.
Yeah. Yep.
It was tough.
And then I can remember my father arguing with Glenn Donnelly about it, to just have you guys just move everything to the mile. He didn't understand. Yeah, he was a big advocate for you guys.
Because you had a different gear, different shocks, different tires. Everything was different.
Yeah.
But it was good. We still did it, though.
All right, Bob, we appreciate you joining us, man. Dude, thank you so much for talking with us. And listen, I want to thank Joe. Is he over there in the corner?
What's that?
Is Joe over there in the corner?
Yeah, he's over there sitting there.
Tell him to get on the camera here. Tell him to get on screen.
Joe.
Yeah. So Joe, pop in. Brother, thank you for hooking us up with Big Brother.
Love the show.
But
you guys are doing a great job. Keep it up.
Yeah, we appreciate it. And listen, we'd love to have you back on later in the summer. We really want to hear how things are going. And I'll tell you, man, that the flat black scheme that everybody has seems to, dude, it really works. And I've always been a fan of yours because, dude, it's the 21. It's the 20. I even had a tattoo on just for, it wasn't for you. It's good. But I'll tell you, it's dude, it's always been a pleasure watching you guys race. I mean, you guys are a class act. You really are. Always have been. And even, somebody like myself, I think there was a couple of times when I walked over and asked a couple of questions, and dude, you were spot on, and just, always willing to help out, even us nobodies. And dude, we appreciate you.
We go to have fun, Joel.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I think the most fun.
We help them.
I think the most fun I had was in the diner afterwards.
There you go.
It was one of those, Joel, what the hell were you thinking? Apparently I wasn't.
Must have been a lot of that, I'm sure.
There was.
That's it.
All right, Bob, thank you so much, man, and we'll see you soon.
You got it. Take care, guys.
All right.
Bye-bye.
So, Big Brother Bob McGannon. Dude, I'll tell you what, I didn't expect him to talk that much. That was awesome.
No, me neither. I wasn't sure what to expect there, because he seems, at the track, he seems like a damn quiet guy.
But he's very focused, you know what I mean? He's very, very focused. Yeah. And, dude, that's awesome. Good stuff.
That was good.
So,
all right.
We got our other boy there in the green room?
Yep.
Okay. So, also joining us here tonight, I want to say he is now small block and modified driver. Yep. Mr. Leo Fotopoulos. Leo, what's up, man?
What's going on, man? Thanks for having me.
No worries. Thank you for joining us. Sorry you had to wait in the green room so long. Bob wouldn't shut the hell up.
in fact, he's still there in the green room. So be careful what you say, Leo.
So, all right, man, let's get right to it. You are running small block and big block this year?
Just small blocks.
Just small blocks. Okay.
Yep.
I know that you started. Let's talk about how you got involved in racing, where you started, all that good stuff.
Well, I had a couple of friends racing, and I would always go to the races and help them out. And I said, you know what? I said one night to my dad, I said, I want to race. I said, all right, let's build the car. So I started with my four-wheeler at Accord when they had the midweek madness there on the Wednesdays.
Yep. Yeah.
And then I raced a couple of times there, and then my buddy raced the slingshots. And I just wanted to get into a slingshot. I wasn't really about it with the four-wheelers. So we built the slingshot in 2010, and we went on racing.
Okay.
We raced at Oakland Valley, Accord, Amlin. Raced all over.
I wasn't sure if you were one of the youngsters that had graduated from slingshots, and then I know you moved into the sportsman, and you guys had a lot of success there in the sportsman, yeah.
Yeah, we did good. Rookie year was my first race out. We won. You know,
and that's almost unheard of anymore. Nobody's doing that.
Yeah.
So we see you. You're parked next to Bob McGannon and stuff. Now, is he related, or you guys just work together? How does that work?
No. So when I started with the Sportsmans, we were always friends with Bob, and when I started with the Sportsmans, he kind of took me under his wing, and he just taught me everything that he knew, and we had a lot of good times together.
Nice.
And thanks to him, that's where we are now.
Yeah,
it's cool.
So 2021, you said you're running just the small block program?
Yeah, so we're doing small blocks at Middletown, and then we're going to run our open small block at Ackward.
Okay.
So I was going to say, judging by the sail panels in the back, it looks like you're going somewhere else.
That's
So you're going to run Ackward weekly then? So you'll be up there, and is that their rule? Like you can run small block with the big blocks?
Yeah, well, you can run. It's an open class, so you can run an open small block or a spec small block. You can run big blocks, but the track's too small for a big block.
Right. Okay. And so that's. Do you guys plan on traveling at all this year? And if you do, where are you going?
Well, it's going to be tough this year. I'm going to a tech school for a diesel mechanic. Okay. I start that in July.
See, I still picture you as a 15-year-old kid. How old are you now?
18.
18. So even at 15, this kid was as big as you, Gary.
Yeah, I know.
He's a monster.
He's a big boy.
The kid's a monster.
Yep.
I think at 12, I was still like, "Hey, what's up, Lou? How are you doing, man?"
Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, school's going to interfere a lot, but you know what? You do it once. It's 1 year,
Yeah.
So
with just the small block program and all that stuff, and you're going to be hitting Middletown and everything. What are some of the other tracks that you've raced at? Where have you gone?
Oh, I've raced a lot of tracks. We've traveled a lot with the Sportsmans. I've raced Accord, Middletown, 5 Mile Point, Afton, Brewerton, Weedsport, Canandaigua, everywhere.
And out of all those, what would you say is one of your favorite tracks, other than Orange County and Accord?
They're all really, really cool. But I think the one I like the best out of all of them has got to be 5 Mile Point.
5 Mile Point. And what do you think that makes? What is it about that place that you really enjoy?
I don't know, man. It's real racy.
Yeah,
you can race 3-4 wide all night long. Never have a problem.
Yeah, 5 miles. I always like 5 Mile too.
I always like it's tight racing.
Yeah.
I like the short tracks.
Yeah,
yep.
I'm a short track guy.
Nice.
Now Afton was a different animal with the serve. I always thought that was a tough little joint there. It was to me it was like racing in a sandbox, really. Like the
Oh yeah. So I raced Afton. I raced Afton for a full year. It was 2018, and it was. You come home with the car and it's just so much sand all over it.
It's like sand. It's like beach sand. It's weird.
5 Mile Point was like that, I thought.
5 Mile Point is like that too.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I made the mistake of lifting my shield up one night. I forget how
you don't want to do that.
That was stupid. That was a dumb mistake. I mean, listen, I do a lot of dumb things in my life, but that was really dumb.
Yeah, that's no joke.
But so with you've had a chance to. So Rick Ryder's popping in. He's just curious. Through the years, who's been your toughest competitors?
Oh, it's a tough one. It's tough to tell.
So it's pretty much anybody. Yeah, nobody's really popping to mind.
It's whatever.
Especially in a sportsman class, they're all tough.
It's everybody. Usually, if you can survive the first 5 initial starts, you got a shot at winning.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's part of that class. A lot of yellows, a
Heck
lot of
yeah.
reds.
So you had a chance of racing on the old surface at Orange County. What are you thinking of the new surface? How are you liking that?
Last year we started out, it was slick, pretty slick, and then this year we come back and it's a totally different track from last year.
Yeah,
It's real heavy. The track's been really, really good.
nice.
So
Perfect. Let's talk about some of the names on the side of your car here for 2021. Who you got sponsoring?
we got Home Pro Exteriors, Northeast Paving and Seal Coat, Upstate Auto. We got Martin Service Center, Schultz Ford, Saft Electric, JB Exteriors. That's really it.
So with
So
Saft,
yeah,
go ahead.
I was going to ask him about 'cause this is, since he's races Orange County and he's going to race Accord, two different tire brands. What's your preference there?
Actually, a lot of people ask me that. If I had to pick a tire, I'd pick American Racers.
Yeah.
You got a lot of selection. I feel you get better side bite with them.
Yeah. Are they easier to work with? They last longer. What's the selling point for those for you?
I think they come to life quicker.
They come to life quick, but you can have a lot of tread on them still, but they just go through so many heat cycles. They just get real hard.
Yeah.
But they come in quick. You get more side bite.
Yeah. So Tracy Dunning, he's piping in. He wants to know when you're moving to Big Block.
When Bob retires.
So.
He said he taught him everything. Now he's just leaving the car. There you go.
Was that Bob? Yeah. So, all right. So we're at the part here, and out of all the races that you could possibly win, other than the Daytona 500, we like to ask everybody this question: what would be the one race that you would really like to win?
Tough one. I think that Eastern States 200 would be pretty special.
Yeah, nice.
I've raced there all my career, and that'd be a good race to win.
But Bob just piped in and he said he's not retiring anytime soon. So,
right.
So with the Eastern States and all that other stuff, and I forgot what the question was. I was about to ask you. Oh my gosh. So the Eastern States 200, you'd like to win that one. There we go. When you first started, where is it that you were looking to go? Were you just want to do a Saturday night thing? You're still a pretty young guy. You still have a shot at possibly, moving up in some of the big leagues. Are you looking to possibly go to NASCAR, or you want to stick to dirt, or where are you looking to take this?
I'm just sticking to like a hobby,
Yeah.
It's tough to do it for a living, but if I had to race any car, I would definitely race a late model.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
They're
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. The best way to become a millionaire is to be a billionaire and then buy a late model.
Yeah.
So Joe's piping in. He says, "Tell Leo Bob still has that big block motor for sale with his name on it." So apparently that's an inside joke.
Yeah, it is.
So
it's been for a little while.
Yeah, nice. So other than that, no thoughts of going up and trying, Oswego for Super Dirt Week, nothing like that? You just going to stick close to home here for 2021?
Yeah, probably this year it's going to be a little tough, going to school. And I would like to go to Oswego. I really wish I had a chance at going to Syracuse. That was a fun week.
Yeah.
I was able to go with Bob. That's just you'll never get that experience ever again.
No.
And
what kind of chassis do you run? What have you always run the same one, or are you trying something new?
No, we've been sticking with the TOs. We've always had them. I started with them.
Yep.
They've been good. So
And that seems to, when are you going to cut the TOs and get Bob Bain, right? Robert Bain Jr. He says, when are you going to cut them TOs and get a Bic now? So I see there's a lot of people that don't realize how big you are, and they like to break chops a lot, huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
So
It's even worse climbing in and out of that car, right?
Yeah.
It's got to be like a contortionist. I'm telling you, it was tough. I'm 6'8", and trying to get in that thing was a chore every week. It drove me nuts.
It's tough. It's a good thing I'm young though.
They make like a right? Is it what do they call that? A tall back or tall?
You gotta get a tall.
cage.
Yeah, you
Now,
get a
is
tall
that-
cage driver back, but that doesn't do nothing for us big
Now
guys.
is that do they make those for tall drivers, or is that like a performance? That like what is the deal with that?
No, they really just make them for the tall drivers, you know.
And all it is
a lot
just
of
the
guys
taller
get them.
roof.
You know, you got the extra room. It's
Yeah.
always nice to have extra room.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's only like 2 inches, right? The difference.
Yeah, it's 2 inches up and then 2 inches back.
Yeah.
So
But I mean,
and then
you're still crammed up in there. It's
Yeah.
my thought was, if I wreck this thing, like how are they going to get out or get me out? Like that's that's insane.
I'm laughing. Bud DeGenero piped in. He says, "I'm 6'8" sideways." Oh, Bud, we love you. And that's actually a really good question. Mike Robertson piped in. He says, "What made you choose the number the triple nickel, the 555?" Because that's, as an announcer, I love that number. I love the way it rolls off. I don't know what was why was that number chosen?
So my buddy Greg McCloskey, that was his number, and I always used to go to Accord and help him. And I said to him, when I was little, I was like 7 or 8 years old. I said, "Greg, you think I can use your number?" And he said, "Yeah, man." He said that'd be awesome. And then it's just stuck from there.
Cool.
Nice, yeah. So you're admitting on air that you're friends with Greg McCloskey. We used to break Greg's chops a lot, his dad and I and stuff, especially car shows. Greg was going to get his nails done and his hair did and all that stuff. So, yeah. But all right, so Leo, we really appreciate you joining us, and I think we talked about your sponsors on the side of the car. What you got going on here for 2021, and. Listen, man, you're still chasing. You're still chasing that first small block win, right?
Yeah.
So and every week, it's getting closer and closer and closer, man. It's you're in a tough division,
Yeah, it's tough, man.
Tough.
You got a lot of competition.
Yeah,
But we'll see. We'll see what happens this year. We've been working.
Yeah,
and the car's better, and I'm really excited for Accord this year. I got a good car.
Yeah, and who's doing your motors? What do you got under the hood?
JPM.
JP. Okay. So Julian Precision. Yeah, I tell you, there's a name that you don't really hear too much anymore.
Yeah. He's always been done. He's always done our small blocks, and he's good to us. He's a good friend of ours.
Yeah. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I bought some air jacks from you guys.
Yeah.
Was it you guys? Yeah.
Wild.
Okay. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. I still have them. I still use them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had these big monster like bus ones that I bought off of Bobby Shade in the 1800s, and I bought these other air jacks from you guys, and you guys actually delivered them to my house too. Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah,
but
we go through
I remember
that.
So,
and what are you using them for?
The air jacks?
Yeah, what
to lift the car?
Yeah. Okay.
You smoking weed?
No.
Actually, they're even. Well,
I just didn't know if it would fit too good under there.
They're a little tough. You got to jack
exactly.
The Monte Carlos. It sits a little low sometimes, so they're a little bit tough. But it's more for like the wintertime. You get it up in the air and you get the chassis all apart and all that other good stuff. And we're not using them at the track or anything like that. So. But so Brendan Alexander, what was it like starting on the front row with Bob in the heat last week?
That was the first time we ever raced together. The same race.
Oh,
that
cool.
was it was good. I mean, it was unfortunate we had a mishap in the heat race, but it's whatever. You know,
Yeah.
I enjoyed that a lot. You know, start next to him. He taught me everything.
Mishap as in you took him out?
There's no comment. You took him out?
Yeah.
Well-
Okay. No answer is an answer. We got it.
It's racing.
It was a racing incident,
It's
right?
racing. It's part of racing.
Way to go,
It's a
Gary.
racing
Good job.
incident.
But,
Bob, what do you got to say about that?
oh, wait, he's still here. Oh,
There was no incident on the track with him and I. That wasn't him and I with an incident. That was
no,
somebody else.
no. Listen, my face is turning red for you, man. I'm just, oh, wow, I didn't realize Bob was still here.
I'm still here. I'm listening.
Yeah. He's just taking it all in.
That's
I'm
awesome.
enjoying it.
Man.
Leo's
So-
doing very good.
So, Leo, my next question is, do you have a new back bumper, and can you change that to track? Still no answer. He's pleading the fifth.
We got one here. We'll change it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, shit.
all right, guys. Listen, man, we appreciate having both of you guys on here. Leo, thanks for joining us. And again, man, thank you guys. Saturday, you know, we came up and we talked with you guys quite a bit. And dude, it's been awesome, and we appreciate you guys. And like I said, you know, we'd love to have you back on, man, later in the year. And thank you.
Anytime. You know where
All right,
to find
guys.
us.
Yeah. Thank you for having us.
No
All
worries.
right.
All right,
Take
guys.
care.
Have a good night. See you later.
All right. Later, Joe.
See you, Joe. Dude, that
All
was holy shit! It's 8:00.
Yes.
So let's talk about real quick. Hollywood, Craig Mitchell. He wins the small block opener at Orange County
Yeah.
Fair Speedway, and dude, it couldn't. What a race! Holy
that was-
crap! What a race!
That was awesome.
Dude, him and Parego were
Parego,
side by
yeah.
side for 5 laps, and you
Yeah.
know what? I was happy to see him win it. You know, again, you know, Hollywood, you know, lost his mom last month, and dude, that was really really cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, our condolences to Jumpin' Jack Johnson's family. I didn't mention it last week. That was my
Yeah.
fault, and. Dude, what a great icon! You know, what an icon of the sport. You know, we lost a good one, man, and you know,
Oh,
so our
yeah.
condolences to
I
their
used
family.
to love watching Jack growing up.
Yeah, you know, real quick story. I was Brett Hearn's big show. I was doing the pit interviews and stuff, and I'm an idiot. And I walked up and I went, "Hey, what's your name?" And he goes, "Jack." And I was like, "Oh, you want to do an interview?" And he goes, "All right." You know what I mean? But I think it was one of those. I think he was really shocked that I had no idea who he was.
Knew who he
None
was,
whatsoever.
right? Yeah,
And then, like
sure.
2 years later, I was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe that."
I feel like an
yeah.
idiot.
Oh man. So anyway, some more stuff in business. Crackers. Pete Reynolds actually sent me a private message. Street stock guys in Middletown, they have heard you. They are listening. So what they have done is, you guys wanted more track time? They're going to give you more track time. There will be 2 hot lap sessions, along with your 15-lap feature event. And of course, I do believe the schedule was posted the other day. They're listening, guys. They're listening, and it's Brett said. Peter, you know, Crackers said the same thing. If the car count starts to pick up and the cars are there and they're getting the support from the full fender division, they will add heat races. So again, 2 hot lap sessions and a 15-lap feature, man. You know, and I again, that is the low, you know, the low guys on the totem pole, and Orange County is listening.
Yeah, it's kind of what they did with the rookies, right? I believe they gave them 2 hot
Yeah.
lap sessions
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, and even that race too was awesome. This I was really impressed with. You know, I hadn't been to Orange County since Eastern States, and dude, the start of those races, man, them guys were 4 or 5 wide going into one,
yeah.
and not wrecking, not tearing stuff up. It was awesome.
For a rookie race. That was really good.
Yeah, you know, even the sportsman race. You know what I mean? For Bruning to start so deep in the field, and
2
you know
weeks
that.
in a row. That guy's been impressive.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
the way he took that feature last week, man, that
Yeah.
was something to watch there.
Awesome.
Yeah. He's
But,
got it going on there. I actually hit him up to come on the show.
Yep.
But
Absolutely.
yeah, he's definitely going in the right direction too.
But so other than that, Bethel Motor Speedway will be open Saturday. It is a practice. I do believe practice starts at 2. They will be
It's free.
there will be a 71 lap enduro at the end of the night. That is for, I believe, Don Palmatier. I believe that's right. So that will also start the enduro series. So that is a points race for the enduros. And then I believe the following week is another practice night along with another enduro. And then week 3, that is the opening night, Tracy. So Bethel will be opening up in 3 weeks officially. Saturday, the grandstands are free. And that's it, man. We're underway. Racing has started.
What about Accord? Is that Dale race the first? Is that their opener?
Yes,
I believe
the Deo race will be their opener. So
wow,
Yeah.
starting off with a boom.
2 to 6 is practice, and then enduro after that. Yeah, again for Bethel. So Orange County is underway, and I do believe this weekend Street Stocks opener for Street Stocks at Orange County this weekend. I do believe Sportsman and Modified
This week,
I
small
think
block
so.
again.
Small block Sportsman, Street Stocks, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, man. So, Tommy Groover, congratulations, opening night win,
Yeah,
right? I think
so,
you parked it.
I saw-
Congrats,
yeah.
dude. That car looks really good.
Does.
Listen, I think
So
it needs some
bright.
asshole orange on the side of it.
Yep. I thought I saw the wheels had some orange on it.
I don't know nothing, man.
No, I know you don't. I know.
Yes, Bud. Yes, I will be running the Enduro series this year. Yeah, Enduros and Street Stocks this year. So I'm not going to mess with Pro Stocks or the Renegades or it's going to be cool. No Accord, open on May 7th, and the next Tuesday is the Battle of the Bull Ring. The next Tuesday is the Battle of the Bull Ring. So.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Thanks, Hank. Appreciate it. Dude, man, it's good to see you up and moving. And Hank Morin, dude had a crazy wreck there, right?
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah.
It just so you know, too, Joel, Kyle delivered my campfire wood yesterday and said that even though it's a practice, you better have your Kyle killer ready. Just relaying the message. I'm just saying.
Yeah. So, dude, I got 2 loads myself. I got 2 loads from Kyle Welsh. So anybody looking for, campfire wood, something like that, dude, hit him up. $80 a truckload. Dude, I have a ton of wood. Thank you, Mr. Welsh. Thanks, Kyle.
Yeah.
Dude, he hooked me up, bro. This, I don't think we have to buy any firewood for Fire Pit Fridays, man, for a while. So
Yeah, he brought me one. He's going to bring me another next week, so it's good.
yeah, dude. Yeah, $80 a load, man. It's definitely perfect. And the Kyle killer. What was he calling his? The nice try, Tony.
Nice try, Tony. Yep.
Oh,
yeah,
my
that
God.
was his exact where I said, "Oh, okay." I said, "You guys do realize it's practice, right?"
So
He's
I
like, "Oh
think-
no, it's more than a practice."
Oh, yeah. So,
I said, okay.
So I have there was before I got on, there was Skip LaPolt piped in and Kyle piped in. You know, we always talking crap on here, and he says Joel Mearns, Kyle Welsh said that you ain't crap, and I just left it with go F yourself. Dude, man, it's just good bunch of guys, man. Skippy and all them guys, and Steve Conklin. I want to get this guy on our show, dude. When I was a kid, watching him, at Bethel Motor Speedway, it is my understanding he is coming back full-time racing in the Bethel Motor Speedway Modifieds, which is like an IMCA / asphalt modified division up there. And dude, that's awesome. I'm excited for them. I'm excited for Skippy and all them guys. And Larry O'Donnell moving back to the Pro Stocks. Tony Gearhead is busy. Even Emerson Cargane Jr. going to be running Pro Stocks.
God knows he can't drive, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
He likes to do the loop.
Yeah. Open practice April 23rd and the Friday after. Thanks, Kevin Berryman, track photographer up at Accord Speedway. Appreciate it.
2 practices, okay.
Yeah, dude, I'm excited, man. We're we're getting ready to go.
Yeah, man. So that's. So 2 practices. All right, yeah. So 2 practices.
Yeah,
They
2
they're
practices.
opening late. May, damn.
Who's that?
Accord.
Accord. I don't know. Is it late
I
for
don't know
them?
if they.
I think they.
Yeah, I don't know if they're
Yeah.
they usually open up that late. It just
I don't
seems like,
remember.
man, maybe that seems.
Yeah, dude, I've been going up there for over 20
Right.
years, and I
Can't
don't
remember
remember.
shit.
I don't remember. Yeah. So,
Yeah, it happens.
but
Comes
all right,
with age.
folks. Yeah. Again, thank you so much for all of your compliments and everything to Gary and I last Saturday, dude. It was really really humbling, really cool. We appreciate everybody watching, and just keep watching, keep subscribing, keep hitting the like button, keep sharing. The more viewers we have, and
next week we'll have the bad boy himself, Mr. Danny Creedon.
Yeah. So Danny's
Confirmed
going to be
that,
on.
so he'll be on next week. So
Yeah, so
a good
that's
one.
going to be exciting. Listen, his boss came to us and was like, "Listen, what do we got to do to get Danny on the show?" And I'm like, "I don't know. You tell me. What do we got to do?"
Yeah.
So
That's why I messaged and made sure it was still all right because I said they talked to you. I just wanted to clarify that Dan said it was okay.
Yeah. Listen, I don't even ask Dan. I just go right to his wife.
Yeah, well,
She's in charge, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
Listen, Danny's gonna be
you tell him that next week.
Listen, if we're on here, I'm a tough guy.
Yeah.
I see him face to face. It's, hey, what's up, man? It's
Yep. Yeah.
So,
You never see him though. You can never see him. He's 100 million. He's 100 miles an hour all over the place.
Yeah.
Guy's always helping everybody.
Dude, he had a great run Saturday as well. I think he wound up third, right? Yeah. So
Danny,
it was,
yeah.
Craig Mitchell wins. Prego was second, and Danny wound up third with
yeah.
a broken rear. That thing was busted to hell, right?
It's
Had a big
amazing.
crack or something like
It's
that.
amazing.
And dude, what those guys do with with what they have is amazing. It's awesome. It really is.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. So. But thank you, Tara. Appreciate it. So, and again, tell Bobby we said thank you, and hopefully he gets that thing working. Listen, it's a work in progress, but once Bobby Waters gets that car figured out, dude, he's tough, man. He's a tough racer. So
Part of them growing pains, man.
Yeah.
The open wheel stuff is tough.
yeah. But
It's hard.
all right, folks,
All right, man.
it is that time. Thank you again for watching and liking and sharing and all that other stuff. Thank you, Bob McGannon, Big Brother Bobby McGannon, and Leo Fotopoulos. And we will see you all next Thursday.
Next Thursday.
Everybody be cool to each other, and we'll see you in a week.
Take care, bud.
Later.